How does one do a YouTube intro? Oh, am I? Oh, there it is. Cha! Everyone's telling me I should watch the Backrooms. I don't know what the Backrooms is. The is a backroom? Oh my god, I can't stop swearing in the intros. All right, well, Backrooms time. What's a backroom? A big yellow room? I don't know. Let's find out. We're watching the YouTube stuff first. Maybe if you guys are interested in it, we can watch more than the YouTube stuff in future. I also don't know how much YouTube stuff there is. Maybe this has to be multiple videos. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many of my viewers will remember VHS tapes.
Camera
Rolling.
All right, and action.
You remember VHSs? I remember watching Lilo and Stitch on VHS and not knowing how to rewind it.
We get a wide angle, and then we're done. Okay?
All right. Yeah. Cool. Like how much further? Like
A little more. A little more.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Is it very found footage? It feels like a found footage style thing. A short film by Kane Parson. I heard that name a lot. When I asked what Backrooms was, I heard Kane Parson does all of the best bits of it.
Hello? Hey guys. What is this?
It's very found footage. It looks found footage.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ah, 90s wallpaper. My biggest fear. Outdated wallpaper. You know what the yellow is giving me? It's giving me Smoker's Wall. If you ever went to somebody's house in like the 2000s and they smoked inside, this is like the same yellow that would be stained on their wall because they smoked cigarettes inside. This is what I'm getting so far. Hi, Juniper. Oh my god, it's green now. This is the next stage. We've reached level 2. It's no longer yellow. Yellow is level 1. All of the Backroom fans know this. Green is level 2.
Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Is this like a phobia, being trapped in like an endless like room? Like what fear is it playing off of? The unknown? Intensity fear is what gets to me. Liminal spaces. Ah. Yeah, I don't think liminal spaces bother me. Oh my god, it's the YouTuber clickbait arrow. No, that is my fear.
What the hell? What the hell? Don't move.
Is that how you survive it? Reads don't move, stay still, proceeds to sprint away. I feel like you're doing the opposite of what the guide's telling you to do. Office spaces are terrifying. Oh my god, he's gonna jump in the pit, isn't he? My knees. See, that's the true terrifying thing. As somebody that's recently turned 26, jumping down a hole like that terrifies me. My knees wouldn't recover. Wait, I'm not YouTube reacting enough. I need to scream more at everything that's meant to be a jump scare, don't I? I'm only a baby reactor, chat. Sorry, I'll learn to pretend to be scared in future. That's what I'm saying, Plague. The fall is scarier than whatever the conehead dude chasing him was. Wait, this is making me more uncomfortable now. Maybe it's like the empty, like the clinically cleanness of it that's making me uncomfortable. I don't know, but seeing just endless white rooms instantly made me like feel a little bit more uncomfortable in my arms. I don't know how to explain it. It made like my biceps feel weird.
This isn't real.
2 swears in 10 seconds, very Raven coded. I appreciate it. Thank you for the representation.
Isn't real.
I'm not sure, Deliria. We're finding out together. Me and you. Jump scare? Nope.
You gotta be kidding me.
A non-accessible fire exit. Oh no, a kosher violation! No. Damn, we should cancel the Backrooms for not being wheelchair accessible, for real, for real. Hashtag Backrooms is over, party. I'm gonna get it trending, just you watch. I want to see what it is. Oh, he's a leggy bitch. The least wheelchair accessible set of stairs. So the Backrooms is heaven? I'm confused. I'm confused but curious. So far, yeah, it seems like a limbo type thing. I don't know. I'm not, liminal spaces don't freak me out. So it definitely wasn't spooky scary, but I didn't like the hyperclinically clean section. That made me feel odd. I guess we just keep watching until I have something actually relevant to say. Let's watch, I guess, it's not called part 2. It's called March 11th, 90 Archive Tar. We'll watch that next, okay? Yeah, we're just gonna watch through the playlist until I need to leave. Actually, it would say data inaccessible. Your computer formatting is wrong. More psychological horror? That makes sense. Focus on loneliness and familiarity. I can't say familiarity of spaces. Jokes on you, X-Fighter. I spent most of my life lonely. I don't fear it. You was I was born in the loneliness, raised by it, forged by it. You can't scare me. I know, redacted faces. I'm still not sure what to think. You see his face though, look. When it loads in, he fades in before the sensor fades in. You see, like, you can briefly see. You can see through it briefly. Here. You see what I mean? You can see the top of his nose and it arcs and there's his eye into his brow. You can see. Ooh. White men! Hey, all I'm saying is that monster from the first room has killed one person. White men kill hundreds of thousands of people every year. I'm on the monster's side. Black bars really bring out the color in the eyes. They do, for real, for real. Guys, I'm only more confused after every one we watch.
On July 2nd, 1988, the ASIN
Steven?
facility tested its low proximity magnetic distortion system for the third time. Details
It's a horror for 90s mom seeing their son in front of a computer.
have not yet been released. During a press conference held in April of 1988, Ivan Beck
I think Mr. Hawkins' mic is fucking here.
Stating this program is granted sufficient backing from the United States government will offer a solution to all current and future storage and residential needs and save billions of dollars on property construction and management.
Ooh. Heaven? Oh, wait, they're trying to access the back rooms. That's what they're trying to do. That's what that is, right? I assume if I look at, like, it's... Is that what this is? They're trying to find a way into the back rooms? This is meant to be them trying to access it in some way. Yes? Cool, I'm a genius, honestly. I'm sure that wasn't really obvious to everyone that ever watched it. Next. Oh, the next one's longer. 2 minutes. FBI warning. Federal law provides service, civil, and criminal penalties for the unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or exhibition of the following videotape. Async. I have one of those in my bathroom. Test. #6. Open parentheses. Fuck! Close parentheses. Sorry. Modifications. Triple support beam on internal chamber 23A. Introduced plus 13 additional RF cavities. Open parentheses L372. Close parentheses. Introduction. Fuck! Into the fuck! Replaced detectors 4190. High precision beam now monitors for vibration exceeding 90,000 MV/G. I'm just assuming every time they start something out, it's because they swore. They're just trying to stay monetized, you know what I mean? This looks more fucked up than last I saw. Daisy, Daisy, bring me a pocket of posy. You're so rosy. Oh? But what if the Backrooms came to us? I imagine this isn't what they had planned. Jesus Christ, turn it off. Shut it down now. Wait, what is that? There's something there. There's an obstruction. No, keep going. Sir, this is not safe. It was to the back rooms. They also had a map of the back rooms on screen temporarily. Backrooms, missing person. I'm assuming Colas was who went missing in the first video. Oh no, okay, so alright, so this is where I'm at so far, and you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Basically, in you can't quite see it, I need to drag it down. There. Alright, so this one was the first interactions with the backroom. It's when the first person went missing. Not this lady, it was a bloke, but like the first person went missing. Maybe Colas or whatever he's called. These two are people in government trying to figure out a way into the backrooms. It didn't really work. And then this is when the backrooms came to them, and now we're on this. And it's called Missing Persons, and that's where we're at so far. Yeah, we'll see. Lots of people have been going missing. I say we find a way to open the backrooms and just send all of the billionaires in there. If you have over £999 million, you get sent to the backrooms. This is how this works. How me and my homies rock up to play Repo.
Go. Hold it. I don't know.
He said, hold it, I don't know.
It may just be part of the environment.
Something, something environment. Maybe it was quarantine the environment. Was this kind of looking like Wolverine from this distance?
This makes no sense.
This makes no sense.
This wasn't in the last report.
This wasn't in the last report.
This is definitely new. It's organic.
It's organic.
It's some kind of fungus.
Some kind of fungus. A liminal space, I'm assuming it's like purgatory in between worlds type shit.
Somewhere between 18 and 21 years old. I estimate that the time of death was around 5 days ago, but due to the severe tissue damage,
So this is about the body they just found. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool.
The cause of death was likely malnutrition. I was able to recover most of the digestive tract. So, as things start to deviate from what we would consider to be natural, the decomposition process appears to have been stunted somehow. It's like portions of the body stopped decaying and were sustained. Other areas, however, were completely overtaken by culture. So, I took a couple samples of some of the material here. At first, I thought it was an aggregated collection of Pseudomonas fluorescens, but it seems to be closer to a mutated strain of simple Hay bacillus, which it should be completely benign, but well, really, I don't know what to make of this. Mr. Beck, may I ask where this subject came from?
What if they open? What if we just open a portal to the backrooms in the middle of the ocean? It gets flooded with water, and all the monsters die from lack of air. What if the backrooms is infinite, and we drain the oceans by doing that? A lot of these are scenes we've already seen. Not all of them, but a lot of them. There's something nostalgic about the old box TVs. I remember sitting in front of them and playing Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. Already? We're in the back rooms. I am getting wildly varying amounts of information from these. Some of them they just mean almost nothing to me, and I feel lost and confused. Other ones I'm like, oh, I can kind of get what they're doing here. This is like, you know what I mean? I feel like the first 3 I watched gave me a fair amount of information, and now I'm just like, what is a back room? That's how the pool rooms were created. Okay, thank you, Ghosty. Very helpful.
Welcome to the Project KV-31 Research and Development Team. In this short, informative video, you will be briefed on the required protocol in regard to Project KV-31, as well as receive an overview of future development plans. What is Project KV-31? Project KV-31 pertains to the study and development of the async low-proximity magnetic distortion system.
So that's what this was. So this is KV-31. Them trying to find a way into the back rooms.
For the sake of convenience, you may hear your peers refer to the project under any of the following titles: The Machine, The Door, The back rooms. The complex. Hallways. Unauthorized usage of these terms outside of the async research facility is strictly prohibited. Touch the threshold without guidance. Prohibited.
No, I landed on it. There. It's the map again. We saw this earlier when there was something going wrong with the backrooms. We saw it generating. You know, when the doorway into it was like something was going wrong? We saw this like loading in. I'm assuming it's a map of the backrooms in some way, but I'm not sure.
Touch the threshold without guided supervision. Never enter the complex alone. All expeditions are to be comprised of no fewer
The map
than
rooms.
3 individuals.
Ghosty, you're just here to make puns. This is a longer video. This is 8 minutes. I thought the backrooms were where Nerf bullets went after they fell on the floor is an underrated comment.
Yeah, but that was 2 weeks ago. We're not going to be doing anything about it now. I mean, do you really think that that's actually a bad thing in this situation? I mean, there's too many variables. Because probably to reset the whole circuit, but it's doable. Well, you know how it is. There's one thing has to come on, and I had a meeting, so I'm going north. Guys, do you hear this?
Hiro's friend's gonna have disappeared.
Hey guys, do you hear this? Hey!
Oh,
Guys.
spooky.
Guys?
Oh no, there was always 4 of them. Okay.
Open!
For a second, I thought there was 3 of them that came in, and like he saw 3 of them walk past, and I was like,
Hey! There's this one.
the darkness, it follows you. The color has become more washed out. What is this? Are those like seats? Like, or step? Like, it looks like somewhere you'd spectate something. The room's roof is getting smaller towards the end of the room. It's like that scene from Wonka. Yeah, but his friends didn't seem confused that he disappeared. They were just continuing on. Maybe it's like a false Hydra, where like if you disappear, people forget you exist to some degree. But then there was wanted posters, so it wouldn't make sense. Not wanted, missing posters. Honestly, I just lie down and die at this point. I give up. I don't have the will to continue. I'm like, ah, fuck it, I'm lost. It's over, buddy. Where's big conehead dude? I want him to come and get me. Just end it. Oh, he's back in the yellow area. Am I crazy, or does it sound like he's struggling to breathe more the longer he's here? Like, or is that just meant to be stress breathing? Like he's stressed and breathing heavily? Creepy music. A monitoring room of some sort?
Hello? Hey!
The carpets are canonically moist, so there might be something, mold or something. Interesting. They did say that the corpse was moldy. Like a mushroom fungal type thing had grown on it. And that's the room he was in? Okay. 4-minute one this time. Nice nerf. Are they taking it apart? Is that why it looks like this? Yeah, they are. You can hear the tools. Infinite bathroom carpet? No! 7 modified video cameras are optimally positioned along lateral divisions A. Each camera has been modified to send out an alert and begin recording when motion or substantial noise is detected. Just an FYI, the birds aren't in the back room, they're in my room. So that middle one that started recording has detected motion. Is that what that means? The following is a compilation of all detected motion alerts received during the nights of Monday, blah blah blah. I ran out of time. I read slow. 7:40, 43 seconds. These research past central something something. $8:30. It's at 43 again. The returning researchers, right. So it was researchers going in and out. 9:02. Supervisor passes camera 6. (9:15). Noise detected. Threshold barrier closed. Oh, it was the closing that's activated. (1:06 a.m.). To be decided. That didn't sound like a supervisor. 2:13 a.m. Noise detected. Microphone failure. About 4 a.m. Motion detected. Far left. Yeah. He's just a weird guy. Image upscale and enhance. I thought it looks almost tentacly. Springtrap, is that you? Okay, next video. Prototype. It's only 1:32. Courtesy of Oak Ridge National Labor. These are the blueprints we were seeing. We saw blueprints before. This is what these were. I thought it was a rocket, to be honest. I was confused about its relevance. National Labour. Sounds like socialism commie bullshit to me. So is this a prototype for the thing that let them enter the backrooms, or is it a prototype for something else? I'm not sure. Holy shit, it's vaping! I didn't know it was cool. His Venom is 18 inches. And that's his house, guys. We're invading Venom's home. May 6th, 1990. Documented by Marvin E. Lee. Is this in the backrooms? Or is this the area outside the backrooms? And if it's outside the backrooms, why are you painting it yellow? That seems confusing. It's outside the backrooms. I feel like you could choose any color to decorate outside the backrooms. Yellow isn't the option. That's how the first Rose toy was made? Wild statement, Cam.
Check 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Mark. Mic check.
You're all good. This is Marv.
KV31, yes, there's the door through there.
Great. This is George. Mike.
Hi, George. Matt. This has to be under 24-hour surveillance, because what if some sneaky little fucker snuck out whilst you weren't paying attention? Oh my god, they're strippers? Terrifying. Oh my god, it's Grey Man! Oh, wait. So the room we saw the guy walk into was set up by the people going into these rooms. Into the back rooms. Whatever group of people are investigating the back rooms is where we saw that guy go into the room of. Interesting.
Has the vertical expansion been approved yet?
They're not getting to that until after the presentation.
When does that go through?
Bureaucracy rambling.
What day will the tour be over?
From the 7th to the 10th. The next report out? Yeah, should be good. End of the day tomorrow, I think. Get the cable. Okay.
Sounded like me on a Tuesday. Fuck me, Cam. You're going straight to horny jail. Is it a crime to be horny in the back rooms? Should it be a crime to be horny in the back rooms?
Be on caution.
Oh, wow. This is new.
It's a platforming puzzle. Isn't that what the back rooms are for?
Looks like carpet on all sides.
Visibility falls off pretty quick. Might be at an angle.
And we've got a door.
Don't recognize the design.
They're also not uniform squares.
Assembling a walkway would be redundant. For all we know, this is another dead end.
Alright, I'll take a look. Go notify Cloud. Easy. Good.
You just see him get yoinked in.
Oh my god. What do you see?
Everything okay?
Marvin, get the camera over here.
Across?
Fine, just hurry.
Okay. Sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, just, 1 moment, alright?
I understand it's to build suspense, but I feel like these walkways are quite big. I wouldn't be stressed about walking across them.
Quick, seriously.
It's not like they're 1 foot wide. You know what I mean? Hardly a tightrope.
Even there.
Can watch it.
Whoa! Ah!
Marvin, do you copy?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright.
You clumsy fuck. How did you manage that?
Something in my shoulder. I'm a bit dizzy, but no, I'm fine.
Where are you? Can you describe your surroundings?
It's different. Like a room up there, but the architecture's the same, but the wallpaper is different. It's a bit greener. Hold on, I need to see if Nope.
What?
I'm not reaching the tunnel I fell from. The opening comes out through the wall, but it's too high.
Okay, just stand by and stay put for a moment.
Got it.
Is the camera intact?
Seems to be fine. I'm recording, but who knows what the output will be like.
Mark, make your way
Scientists
back
versus
over to the
walking in a
side.
straight line.
Carefully.
Do we have another camera? I need to get this. It has to wait. This takes precedence.
Just throw down the guideline with the weight attached. I can use it to climb up.
Just tried that. There won't be enough length to reach you. George, go right back to standard and bring a tether. Hang in there, Marv.
I feel like you don't turn your back to the area that you don't know what's in.
What was that?
What was what?
I don't know.
Oh my god, they have horror movie brain. They fall over at everything and walk towards the most dangerous things they hear.
I think there's somebody down here.
What?
I hear yelling. Like, a person is yelling.
What, a person?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Are you sure you're not just hearing us?
No, it's definitely not from you.
Jesus Christ. I have better self-preservation skills.
What? Are those streetlights?
Streetlights.
The left hallway, and it's right there, under the gap in the wall.
You need to stay at the hole. George will be back any minute, then we can assess the situation from there.
Where is your self-preservation? Just wait for your team to come back and then you can investigate it as a group. Why are you going by yourself?
Even if that's the case, I agree with Mark. It's not worth the risk.
What are we doing?
Oh my god.
Marvin? Marvin, do you copy?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Marv, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find them.
I guess I live in the back rooms now.
It's fine.
Keep us posted.
It's like a neighborhood.
Yeah, at least 3 people and this fucker goes on a side quest. That's what I'm thinking!
Hello?
And now you've lost signal to your group. Well done. You're so clever. Scientist versus common sense. Like, I'm not saying don't investigate it, but get back up to your team. Wait for them to throw down the extended rope and get back up with them, and then investigate it in an organized way.
Anything?
I'm entering one of the houses. I can see where the yelling's coming from.
Oh.
Now we're in the blue rooms.
This is odd.
There are inverted turn signs in this room, coming out of the carpet.
They're inverted? What do you mean by that?
Mirrored. They're not oriented properly.
So this is from Jamie to keep us posted. So.
Send camera.
I think I'm losing you. Just stand by.
What just happened?
stand by.
Yeah, there was like artifacting around the edge.
Marvin, 403, do you copy? Repeat, Marvin, do you copy?
Well, he's back in the yellow area. It's just fucked.
Good, we read you.
Does the back room have a cooking chair? Is this what we're learning?
What?
I think someone's been living down here.
Living down there? That's not possible.
Hey! Can you hear me? I think I got him.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Marvin?
That's not a person.
What is it?
That is not a fucking person!
What? Marvin, talk to me. What do you see? What's going on? What do you see? What's going on?
Fucking. Learn to walk! Brother tripped on nothing!
George, come in. George, it's immediate. Marvin, what's going on?
Look, at this point you're fucked. Communicate what you see so at least your stupidity can be useful to everyone. It's giving mimic. It was like mimicking him.
Kim, I need that suitcase. Here, hold it like this. George.
Okay, I'm here. Send it down.
Gonna take a moment. Grab it like, yeah, hold it. Okay. Here, okay. Stand clear. We're setting it down.
It's behind you. Or it isn't. Why isn't he moving? What's he... Why did he stop?
Sorry.
What's going on? Okay. Recap. So we started off, some guy got kidnapped. They made an entrance to it, they started studying it. One guy went off and walked towards a weird, like what sounded like a lot of people talking, and then his group sort of forgot he existed and kept walking, and then he found his way back to what we would find out is a room that whatever company he is a part of had made. Then another expedition group was out, and some idiot failed to balance on a platform that's like 3 or 4 feet wide. Whatever, he falls, horror movie stuff, falls into the pit. Naturally, you wait by the pit for your team to get the rope they've said they're getting to reach you. No, we keep exploring. We go left, then left into a house, where we hear what sounds like us in the distance yelling. So then we get round the corner and we see it isn't us. It's like a weird hollow man. It's like the shape of a man but like made out of wire. It chases us. We faceplant by falling on nothing. Cool. We keep going. We start climbing up a rope and then we sit in the tunnel and we're lost and confused. But we don't keep climbing up the tunnel. I'm a bit confused and lost, but we're this far in anyway. What is going on?
Marvin.
That's not a person.
What is it?
That is not a fucking person!
Hi, Scott.
What do you see? What's going on? Talk to us. What's happening?
Well, there's 4 of them, and they go out in groups of 4, right? Did it, like, possess him? What's going on? Is that the end of that bit? Are we onto a different story? I can't tell. The door's bigger now. The Grey Man. Nobody walks like a normal person in this show. So am I, Deliria. I'm convinced that, like, the monster is in some way replacing people. I don't understand it, though. Come on, learn to iron your lab coat at least. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why is it so creased? Have some decorum. So he's analyzing the footage? He must have made it out because they have his footage. Unless it's like recorded wirelessly, but I doubt it because it's set in like between the 1980s and 2000s, right? Up to like 1990 something. Yeah, it's like a weird stick man holding something. The director looks menacing, confused, and concerned all at the same time. I mean, I would if I saw whatever that was. I agreed. My day's alright. We're watching the Backrooms. What is the music in the background? Why he sounded like that? I don't think he's a real person. He doesn't know how to stand or walk normally. So, they're walling off the area that led to the monster. Because that's the direction they went last time to get to where the monster is. They're walling it off. They're like, fuck it, we want none of that. Which brings into mind the question of why are you exploring it? You know there's weird things out there. If you do not want to interact with the weird things, surely just don't explore it. Whose man must conquer all. True. This is only 33 seconds this time. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. The reason is capitalism. Ah, so the reasons for everything that's bad that's ever happened then. The transporting something is what I'm assuming we're learning here. I'm not sure what I'm meant to take away from that. I assume it's transportation because we saw lots of lorries go by. Basic Research Institute. A-space something development?
The world around us is
A mod for Luke and Kim. Ah.
Throughout this past century, we have seen the advent of
I know that from GTA 5! I crashed a blimp into it!
countless innovations that have completely reshaped life as we know it. But
A
with
Sony
all of this
Walkman?
growth comes a number of undesirable byproducts. Byproducts that, if left unchecked, have the potential to irreversibly scar our modern world.
You mean like causing heat waves every year at unprecedented levels? What are you on about? It's 1990 something. Heat waves, global warming, it sounds like woke propaganda to me. I think we're going to be fine forever, and at no point ever in the future will Britain be hitting temperatures of 40 degrees plus in the summer. That's ridiculous. What are we on about here, guys? Lock in, alright? Backrooms caused 9/11 is the wildest thing I've ever seen brought in my chat. Here we go.
Expansion is projected to increase exponentially in the coming decades. We must account for these never-before-faced challenges in ways equally.
You think the temperature's soared because of immigrants? True! They're little boats that they're sailing over. It's causing us to become more warm. Everything bad is because of brown people coming from countries that we bombed. We bombed them, but it's them that are causing the issue.
Considered. Here at Async, we believe we have found the solution. The low proximity magnetic distortion system.
Oh, so do they just want to pump all the toxic shit from the world into here? When has that ever been bad? Just pushing it under the rug, you know? When's that ever caused any issues for anyone ever?
What is the low proximity magnetic distortion system? Using 32 will be distributed across all points, allowing for cargo and personnel to seamlessly pass through their designated threshold. While our current threshold is limited in scale,
Throw it into the sun type of idea, it is giving that.
Rooms, allowing for the transfer of larger vessels and equipment.
They want to use it like a long range, like for like portals, basically, right? That's my understanding of this. Like, it isn't portals because you'll go through. It's like the Nether in Minecraft. That's what it is. Oh my god, I'm so smart. It's the Nether in Minecraft. 12 blocks in the overworld. 12 blocks in the overworld is like 4 blocks in the Nether. So like the idea is that you go in the Nether, and for every 4 blocks you travel further in the overworld. And I think that's the logic here of like, if you want to transport something from like the east coast to the west coast of America, you can do it far quicker and far cheaper by going through the backrooms. But to do that, they need to find a safe path of travel, which is why they didn't pull out when they came across the monster. They were like, ah, fuck it, seal it up, just don't go in that direction. Basically, they just want to make a highway through this area. I get it now. God, I love capitalism. Capitalism is the best. Good night, Senna. Thank you for being here. Oh, they want to use it as a warehouse. I struggle to say most words. I know English to like a 4th grade level. Indubitably. A storage space, right. The dyslexia is strong here. Exactly. Yeah, just put fences around the pits that lead to the monster. Why not? There's a car alarm going off outside, guys. I apologize if you can hear it. They want to create like houses inside the Backrooms. They want to basically build like a mini city in the Backrooms. Because it said cafe on some of that stuff. They want to gentrify the Backrooms. Yeah. You'd love to live in a place with moist carpets? Hey, not every type of moist carpet is unpleasant. I can always chill and chat how much delay chat has based off of when they catch up to my wild comment. Raven made a vagina joke? I did, Deliria, I did. Corporatizing the Backrooms is not what there was a million directions I thought this would have went, and it being I want to corporatize the Backrooms is not what I thought. I thought maybe it would be like we want to cleanse it because it's dangerous to the world, or you know, we want to investigate it for science. No, we just want to turn it into a big warehouse city because money is not what I expected, but it's also the most realistic of the possible outcomes. I'm a hopeful guy, X-Fire. I'm very hopeful. I'm optimistic. Oh, is this when the guy broke in? No, it's different. I hear breathing though. Interesting.
Research and commercialization could have been expedited. Why do you think that way?
They did, Joe.
As a matter of fact, if you look at your clause 4, book page, you see exactly that. Technologies in the world by failure to recognize that by having a system of declassification of certain elements, having the industry be with us at that point. Sir, you should come over here. Sir, please take a look at this. If you could all just excuse me for a moment. My apologies. One moment, please. What is it? Well, it's emotional.
It is when he came in, so he time traveled in some way. He time traveled. Wyatt, this is the Backrooms. We're learning what it is together, romantically.
Research Institute in San Jose, California. I'm trying to get hold of my supervisor, who I believe is currently staying at your venue. Ivan Beck. Yes, that'd be great, thank you. Clyde. Hey, it's me. Do you have a second? Fair point. So I've got a bit of a problem going on over here. About 45 minutes ago, I was called back down to KB31 because apparently, while the Department of Energy was reviewing our contracts, an employee managed to set off the complex motion sensors.
Okay. What does that mean?
Went perfectly. We've got all the initial signatures, and the contract should be executed by next week. I'm glad to hear it. Back to the problem though. So I get called down to figure out why we have a fully suited employee in the complex after hours on an off day. But I have no idea who this is. He's definitely not on the project.
It did false Hydra him. So a false Hydra, for those who don't know in D&D, is a type of Hydra, monster, that when it kills you, it basically removes you from existence. And no, like, your brother would just remember being a single child their entire life. Your parents wouldn't know who you were. You disappear from pictures. No one remembers you. So hypothetically, false Hydra kills me. You guys don't remember ever watching my content, or my content disappears. It just, everything that I ever touched, I disconnect from. I was never there. Right? That's what a false Hydra is. And it feels like this guy time traveled, but also, like, you saw that 4 people walked in with him, and then the 3 guys walked off like he never existed, right? And I thought that was odd. And then he's coming to this room, and they're like, oh, I don't know who this is. He's never worked for us. Did the Backrooms, like, bring him into the future, but also false Hydra him? Is that what we're seeing?
To talk to him, but he's completely disoriented. He doesn't seem to know where he is or who I am. Yeah.
Thanks for following, Ice.
He said his name was Peter Tench. Ivan? Probably over the cameras. I'm the last one here. Everyone else is headed home. No, it's just me. Wait, hold on. This isn't him, is it?
I'm not sure what to make of this one. Yeah, agree. A false Hydra erases you from existence entirely. If you got false Hydra, I would never remember ever meeting you. Your parents wouldn't remember giving birth to you. Your siblings wouldn't remember that they had you as a sibling. So like if somebody had given birth to you and like you were their only child, they'd never remember having kids. In their head, they might be like, "Oh, we always wanted a kid, but things never quite came together." You know what I mean? Like it repatches history in a way that like you weren't in it. And it can be it can make for really interesting and quite like eerie stories because you'll find out like you were still there. Like my videos were still online. You know what I mean? Kind of, yeah. But like it can be really eerie in that like Chloe would have still moved to the north. So like, if I got false Hydra, Chloe would still live in the north of England, but Chloe moved to the north of England from the south of England to live with me. So like she would have to have like justified in her own head why, and quite often that's where the cracks of it start to show because Chloe would be like, I don't know why I moved to the north of England. I guess it's cheaper up here. But like even Chloe would feel something wrong about it. It would like be like everyone is aware something is missing, but no one wants to acknowledge it. Like acknowledging it is deeply uncomfortable and unsettling for you. You know what I mean? It's like, so like me and Chloe had a million discussions about why we would move to the north. It's cheaper, it's more affordable. I have more family up here that I'm closer to. There's a bunch of reasons. So like it might be in her head, she's like, it's cheaper, but then like she'd also be aware that that isn't the only reason, and like she wouldn't have moved away from like her best friend and stuff just because it's cheaper here. So like Chloe would have like a deep uneasy feeling about why, because her brain would know she's missing something, but it would be like that piece was cut out and forced to fill in the blanks. The false Hydras are really interesting as creatures.
Okay, so you may be wondering what I'm doing. Recording a square of tape.
I am wondering. Thank you.
In my garage. I swear I've not gone crazy. There's a very good reason for this, and if you just give me a moment here, you can see for yourself. Okay, I don't think it's worth trying to explain what's gonna happen here. You just have to see it to believe it. So I've got some wood chips here, just a bunch of wood. And just watch this and prepare yourself because it's really freaky. Watch the square. Look at that. Gone. They're gone.
Yeah, mini portal.
All right, I'm going to show it again just because wood chips was a little bit of a weird example. But here's a baseball. All right, and just watch. Gone. It went into the floor. Alright, I'm gonna do a couple tests now. I've got
so is it starting to leak out into the rest of the world?
Let that down and see how far it goes. I feel it's like vibrating. What just happened? Where am I?
I think what we're looking for here as a person is you fucked around and found out.
Are you kidding me? What the fuck? What is this? There's nothing else in here.
Did async cause 9/11? Is that what we're learning?
Hello?
I'm gonna be so real, guys. I'd make the most boring Backrooms video because all I'd do is fall into the hole and then be like, oh, fuck, and then try and climb out the hole and not go anywhere. You want to stay near where you fell in so you can be found. I would have too much common sense to be a horror movie character.
What is this?
Yeah, a girl alone in a creepy place. I know. Manners, say hello and greet the monster. That is what they want. Exactly. You'd think women would have more common sense than the men about this, considering that they have to treat every street like the Backrooms. But no, apparently she still just wanders off into scary place alone.
It's just a couch. What is this place even for?
Although, yeah, to be fair, she probably thinks she's just fell into something under her house. Right? You wouldn't jump to it's a liminal space in another dimension. You would assume it's just like, oh, this is all under my house. What the fuck?
Hello? Oh.
Honestly, yeah, I see that couch, I'm taking a nap.
Okay. That's, a hole in the floor. Hello? Is there anybody in there?
Someone gonna bang on the door and scare her into the hole. Right, it gooped all over the floor. It's not goop, it's a hole. Sorry, chat. My mum called.
Can't see.
It did look like goop at first.
Okay,
Mm.
there's gotta be a staircase, right? Elevator or something? How do people get in here? Okay. Who the fuck built this place? What? What's a ramp? Whatever.
Okay, at this point, surely you'd be aware that this can't possibly be under your house. You've went upstairs.
Hello? Is there anybody here? Oh. What in the world?
Black mold. Oh no. You're gonna become a transphobe.
Okay, this makes no sense.
You'll be really creepy if you saw a monster coming up the stairs now. FLD, you would die if you fell from that height.
Let's look that way. does make sense.
Am I insane for thinking the monsters would play a bigger role in this?
What is that?
It is a lot more liminal space based, like, what is going on than Creepy Guy. I'm not complaining. I just assumed differently to what it is.
Wallpaper?
What if the Backrooms are just people tripping balls on mold? It could be.
Oh my god. Okay. This better still be recording.
Is that related to the tunnel we saw earlier, do you think? Because it was a road that went into a tunnel into the Backrooms.
What? I don't even get in here. How did this even...
I don't think it's related to SCP, but it is a similar concept. I haven't looked at SCP stuff since I was like 11 though, so I'm out of date on it. Different car? Okay.
This looks more normal. Hello? That's blood.
Exactly, Deliria. What if it's just people's experiences on DMT?
Hello? Is there someone in here? Hello? Do you need help?
Every time somebody's moved towards sounds in these videos, it's not gone well for them in that they've seen a monster.
Please don't be a dead body. Please don't be a dead body.
Sometimes a dead body is the least scary thing you could find.
Okay, what the hell?
Okay, what the helly? What is going on here?
Is it like plant?
This is where the basement cheese is made.
Who is that?
Horse jockey?
Whoa, what the fuck? What?
Oh, the monster's made of mold. Maybe the mold is the monsters? It sounds like it's in pain almost. It's like moaning. Like, I get it's chasing her, so you can assume it's aggressive. But it doesn't sound like aggressive shrieks. It sounds like it's moaning. Wait, I'm based. I said something would scare her into the hole, didn't I? Yeah, it sounds like a cry for help more than like an aggressive, like, roar. Yeah, it sounds like it's suffering more than chasing. Uh-oh.
Please, please, God, please.
What the? What was that? Ben 10? Okay. My favorite part of the Backrooms is when Ben 10 appears and says, "It's mobbing time," and then Ben 10's all over the place. Hulk Gamma? Oh my god, she became Lady Hulk. That's who She-Hulk is. She-Hulk origin story in the Backrooms? Sorry chat, trigger warning, American flag. Very triggery. I know. I should have censored it for you. That's my bad. I'll do better in future, chat. Did you guys hear about the people that climbed, was it the Eiffel Tower, and got engaged on top of it? They're living their best life. A parkour couple that were like, fuck it, we want to get engaged on top of the Eiffel Tower. Empire State Building? Yeah. Cute. She didn't even break a nail whilst climbing that shit, you know? You see it in the picture, she's holding her hand out with the ring on it. Very cool. I don't know what this one is. Did we accidentally get the intro to like a 2000s rom-com? What happened? I prefer the Backrooms before it became woke. Oh, there it is, the mold. That is the most 2000s looking American woman I've ever seen. Oh, is this the building, the room she was in? Oh, this is the room she met the monster in, look. So, this is the hallway she walked down in the middle, right? That is the moldy room with the horse jockey in it. This is the other room. There you go. Look, horse jockey in the background. You can see it clearing up now. I figured it out myself, X-Fire. I don't need your spoilers. YouTube, we're back. We took a break. I had things to do. By the time this video comes out, you'll probably know what those things were. But you know, maybe you won't, and it's a surprise. Either way, we're continuing the Backrooms. So if I see more full of energy now and back to life, it's because I had like a 3 or 4 hour break from streaming. Smiley face. Let's keep going. I don't really remember where we were at, to be honest. I remember... Oh, there was the time travel that happened. Right. Oh, we also found out about how the Backrooms was in another room. You got rejected by your dream uni? I'm sorry, dude. I mean, is it your dream uni if they don't want you? Mother loving, mother lovers. I don't know what MLM stands for. MLML, sorry. 1990, May. Wait, they have cars in the Backrooms now. It's the future. Multi-level marketing level, exactly. Was that guy was he T-posing at him? Watch. He's T-posing at him! He's T-posing! Don't let him assert dominance. Turn around and run him over. That's what I do. When people T-pose at me, I run them over violently. You can't say it? Yeah, that's alright, Gel. We'll be playing Mecha later. Oh, wait, that's the monster door. Well, wall. It's not a door if it doesn't have a way to get through it, right? What kind of T-pose has one arm bent? An amputee T-posing. What do you mean? Are you saying that amputees can't also T-pose? What's wrong with you, Andy? Is this what Trump's America has done to us? Amputees can't T-pose anymore? So are they investigating it now, or are they barricading it more? A small T-pose. Just a tough pose. They should have jumped through the door like the Kool-Aid man. You know? Assert dominance over the mold monsters. That's what I've decided they are, by the way. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to speak like it's fact until I'm proven wrong. They are mold monsters. The Backrooms is actually just Asmongold's bedroom. Just full of mold and disgusting things that should not be seen by human eyes. The emptiness of them represents the emptiness of his skull.
And then you're going to want to stop up here and just a few to the right. Carry on forward and head into that gap over on the left.
So I was dealing with someone on the other one. You're right, Raven. They are mold monsters. Of course I'm right. I'm always right. And then one time I've been wrong ever. Right. Anyway. The birds don't fear me. They just don't like me, to be clear. They don't like me because I put my hand in their space. Because I have to clean it and to take things out. How about moving to another room or an oven at least? Well, the other room doesn't work. We have cats. It needs to be in the room I'm in so that I can make sure that they're safe and looked after. They're in my room because I can open the door and let them out. Close the door and let them out and fly around the room and stuff.
Watch the wall.
But if they were in another room, the cats might be more interested in them because cats get cheeky when people aren't around. Anyway, let's focus on the thing we're watching, no? We're back at the pits. Is their plan to just drive the robot off the edge?
we've reached room 14D. We're now just about to initiate the delivery stimulus test.
They add ambiance to the stream. They do. We'd miss them if they were gone. I miss them when they're not there.
That's still good.
The last one came back good, but I recommend you keep a mask on just to be safe.
The only time they actually bother me is when they're doing like the aggressive squawks at each other. And you can tell because it's more shrill. That's annoying, but it's meant to be annoying. It's their fuck off sound.
I haven't driven it back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll just conserve some power and then take it back in the cart when we get here.
Hey team, this is Mark. New copy.
Uh,
Copy 327 Smith. We have just reached 14D. There are no visible signs of Marvin's friend.
That is absolutely not the name we're going with.
Oh, then you better start working on a new one. Team, this is Mark. New copy. Copy 327 Smith. We have just reached 14D. There are no visible signs of Marvin's friend.
That is
Marvin's
absolutely not
friends.
the name we're going with.
Oh, then you better start working on a new one.
Is Marvin the guy that fell in the pit? Is Marvin the klutz?
Remember that? And these ones are all fairly even, right? You just have to go on that one. Just focus on going down center and around those 2 points of interest. I believe the
Hazmat suit with no hood unironically goes hard.
That's good to hear.
This guy looks cool.
Are you ready to start sending people down? I know we don't have that many hours left before we need to start revamping the material protocols. We need to double check again on 1, 2, 5, 7, 3 as well. Hey, can I get a hand over here?
Oh, why have we got Jesus music? So they're building, they're covering up the holes. I know what you mean, Max. Whilst Team A assembles a walkway across room 14D, Mark Bloom, Randall Tech, and Marvin Lee, camera, conduct an initial layout analysis of room 14C. So I'm guessing 14C is the room beyond 14D.
Is this the same one they had you practice with?
Pretty similar, but they
So the no hood guy is the guy with a gun. He's a soldier. That's why he looks cooler, I guess. They wanted the soldier guy to look cooler.
Wouldn't want to be on the other end of that.
You wouldn't want to be on the other end of any gun, Marvin.
Yeah, that's probably true.
There's a lot more banter in this episode. They aren't normally this bantery, are they?
Marv, light.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Standard, this is Mark. We're now beginning our progression into room 14C. Alright, so we're going to want to stay mostly down the middle, but maybe go around 1 or 2 just to make sure we're not missing anything.
Live.
You're damn playing this mouse.
I don't know.
Marvin is a little stupid. Isn't he the guy that fell in the pit? If so, I agree.
Okay, yeah, there's different. Looks like
The guy that fell in the pit lacks any brain cells. He made the worst decision every opportunity.
the stuff they layer over concrete.
It also makes sense that this is Marvin, because he's straying away from the guy with a gun. You want to be close to the protection. Why would you go away from it?
It looks like we got standard white drywall with black vinyl trim or wall base. And ceiling looks relatively the same, just tighter, smaller tiles.
It looks like there's another space between the floor types. Huh.
Oh yeah. Guess we can put a tape measure down there again. We got displaced tiles. Yeah. See anything?
No, not really.
Oh, there's a little hole in the back.
Oh yeah.
Is there a wall back there? A wall? Or can't tell what that is.
Well, it just looks like a wall. Huh.
Watch the gun. Sorry.
Is this just the natural state, or did something move these? I'm not sure which one I prefer, but right now I'm kind of leaning towards the former.
If they've been pushed up, something has moved them. If they've fallen down, it's natural. They wouldn't move upwards through natural process.
I think it was 4 times before. Not too common.
Oh, the light's changing colour. I'm convinced at some point we're going to see something move behind one of these pillars. I think it's just the shadow, but this pillar looks like something moved behind it right after I said that. Do you see it? One more time. Watch this pillar. It looks like there's a shadowy figure that moves behind it, but I think it's just shadow.
Guys, I found something.
Yeah?
You gotta look at this. What, is it right over there? Yeah, there's some sort of... No, you're right, this looks handmade. You can't determine that just by looking at it. No, I'm just assuming right now. Either way, you're right, it does look like some kind of map.
Yeah. You know, it almost looks like...
I think this is over around here, 14C.
Yeah, it's,
Team A, come in, this is Mark.
that's the area we came through, that's 14C, and there's 14D.
Team A, this is Mark, do you copy?
There's B and
Did the mold monsters get Team A?
Standard, do you copy? Repeat, this is Mark, do you copy? Yeah, no, the signal's dead, we've gone too far. We gotta go back.
What? You sure? We're not that far.
Well, that's all the more reason to get...
Hi, Hullabub.
Well, if we do get back and they say it's just a non-issue and we just come back around, then I don't see what the...
What the fuck?
He's got my gun! He's got my gun! He's got my gun! Don't move! Never you move!
Okay, okay!
I don't want to hurt any of you. But I will. If I have to, so please, don't move. Just answer my questions and I'll be gone. How many people are out here right now? Down the hall, how many people are out here?
Wait,
I don't know.
Peter?
Oh, shit.
Marv? Marvin?
Yes, it's me. Is it really you?
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
Is this the first guy that went missing?
We thought you...
I know. That's what they did. They took my life from me, Marv. Everyone thinks I'm fucking dead. My wife and children think I'm dead.
Oh.
Please put down the gun.
Barbara, just tell me. Did they hold a funeral?
Yes.
This is Team A. Do you read us? Yes, A-Team, this is Mark. I read you.
Mark, don't.
What are you doing?
We need immediate armed
Mark.
support at room 14C. My team and I are being held at gunpoint by a hostile. I repeat.
Stop.
Please send
Don't shoot him.
immediate armed support to room
Stop.
14C.
Don't.
Sorry.
Who did he shoot? He shot the guy on the floor in the middle, right? And Marvin and the other guys running away. Yeah, he did. He shot the guy in the middle. I mean, they foreshadowed it. They literally said, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of that. Murder! Yeah, he's kind of like the smart one of the group as well. He was like, don't get on the other side of a gun. How not to deal with a hostage situation? I think it depends, right? Because like, if the guy was being aggressive, being like, fuck, we need to call for backup makes sense. But like, and I get holding a gun towards somebody is always aggressive. But like, the guy didn't seem to want to kill them. He seemed more to be like, questioning what was going on and trying to figure out what happened, and like was more confused and disorientated and seemed to want to have the gun because he didn't know why the people were there, more so than wanting to just kill them. You know what I mean? Like, he was holding them at gunpoint because he didn't want to kill them. If he wanted to kill them, he would have took the gun and shot them. So calling for backup in that case and risking agitating him is a bad decision. But like, if you were either gonna die either way, or the guy was unstable and unpredictable, maybe calling for backup makes sense. But like, the guy seemed relatively aware of what was going on and was more so like trying to figure out what had happened since he went missing. You know, he was like, they took my life from me. Did they have a funeral? Like, he was asking questions and seemed relatively coherent. So like, it makes sense that he wouldn't randomly for no reason pull the trigger. So I think calling for backup was obviously dumb, but you know, it wasn't the guy's fault he got shot. It was more somebody got lost and then was terrified. I also get maybe he probably doesn't trust the company for abandoning him, right? So.
Team, this is Mark. I read you. What is it? We need immediate armed support in room 14C. My team and I are being held at gunpoint by a hostile. I repeat, please send immediate armed support to room 14C. Your
For that panel, it should connect.
Who's that?
Wait, oh, this is Team A. This is Team A we're seeing. This is Team A. See you, X-Fire.
Who's that?
Ooh, this is a 15-minute one. Oh, he's trying to escape. He's got the gun in it. That's what the good guy's doing. I imagine the company doesn't want him to escape because of what he could share. Is that security? Oh, he's dropped the gun. That's silly. Yeah, so he's dropped the gun, but now he's being chased by security because of it. Just keep the gun. Why would you drop it? Why would you disarm yourself? You can assume the company's going to be hostile towards you, especially since you killed somebody. Even if they wouldn't have been before. So keep the gun. Protect yourself.
His apologies regarding the numerous inconveniences caused by our decision to keep you here overnight. Now, it appears that the situation has reached a point of some stability. We're still looking into a few things, but I feel that we can now properly address what occurred without running into speculation.
I love company's jargon.
Should not have happened. Not here, not with us. What occurred was a gross misunderstanding that was the result of some severe information mismanagement. Even now, I believe most of you still have an incomplete idea of what took place.
And if I did know, I wouldn't be allowed to say. I know nothing, okay? Be silent. Fool, we're watching this. Now I have to go back.
Before I fill you in, I need to address the fact that there has been information deliberately withheld from many of you on the project. Now, these choices were not made lightly and were done for only the best of reasons. However, I want to make it abundantly clear that following the events of last night, it has been proven to us that that method of conducting ourselves was not viable. So, I'm coming to you now to correct this mistake and begin delivering the authentic order of events.
This sounds like a YouTube apology.
On the morning of March 1st, a team of 4 researchers was sent into the complex to conduct a routine layout analysis. George Levy, Marvin Lee, Ronald McCarthy, and Peter Tench. At around 12:25 p.m., the group realized that they had lost track of Tench while traversing a previously accessed branch of hallways. As you'll recall, this prompted an immediate withdrawal of response back to standard, followed by
So they did realize they'd lost track of him.
significant search efforts. However, those ultimately yielded nothing, and as far as any of us were concerned, Tench had simply vanished, leaving no physical trace. Now, for obvious reasons, that wasn't something that we could disclose to the public. So, roughly 2 weeks following his disappearance, our security team was forced to put together a more acceptable cause of death that would keep attention away from this institute and provide closure to the family. So, that is all close to common knowledge, I presume. Not all of you were with us at the time of the incident, however, you're certainly aware of the effects it has had on our internal procedures over the past few months. Regardless, that was where Tench's involvement in this came to an end. Or, at least, that's what we assumed. Because on May 8th, at approximately 5:30 p.m., a motion alert was sent out from the complex, which was closed off at the time. One of our senior engineers was sent down to assess the situation, and discovered a male dressed in hazard gear who we were able to identify as Peter Tench. Immediately following this discovery, Tench was moved to a secure room on this floor, where over the following days, a select group of doctors were able to administer a panel of tests.
I didn't even think about that. Of course, he'd already come back to the compound, and so they basically recaptured him and weren't letting him go. I didn't even connect that dot.
In order to determine what had happened to Peter in the 2 months he'd been gone. Those tests yielded very little useful information. By all measures, Peter appeared to be in excellent health. However, we were still provided one very useful tool in understanding how the situation unfolded.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? A human being goes missing for months, turns up panicked and stressed, and you go, we have a very useful tool to understand the backrooms more. We have a very useful tool. The scariest thing about this show so far is how close it is to real life corporation jargon. Like, let's be real. If Amazon was doing something, if it came out that Amazon had come across and handled it in this exact way, where somebody had missing in this weird, mysterious place, they refound them and then captured them and basically held them to treat them as a tool to better understand that, no one would be shocked. The scariest thing about this is how realistic some of the behavior has been. Like, I could 100% see Amazon or a big evil corporation doing this.
From his perspective. Some of you may recall that on the day of his disappearance, Tench was his team's designated camera operator. Well, when we recovered him, he still had that camera in his possession, and in fact had documented the entire ordeal. The footage will be presented in its entirety later today. However, for the purpose of this discussion, I will only be highlighting key events. This is the hallway where Peter was last seen. They're not in view, but you can hear the others walking behind him. Now, as he approaches the branch on the right here, pay close attention to the audio.
Guys, can you hear this?
Yeah, it's like a soft recap.
Now, I'd like to save the discussion for afterwards, but what you just saw is what we believe to be the moment that Peter was instantaneously transported 2 months forward in time. Following that abrupt flash you just saw, Tench proceeds back out into the hallway in search of his team, but is without any indication of their presence.
Hi,
The
Doc.
next 30 or so minutes of the tape follow a fairly panicked Tench as he attempts to navigate his way back to the threshold. He does obviously find his way back. However, the threshold appears not as he knows it, but as it appeared on the date of May 8th. And this ties us back to the moment when we recovered him. So, to summarize, realize from his point of view, he had only been inside the complex for several hours. So to him, all of the new developments surrounding the threshold were...
1 minute, chat. Chloe's just brought in our food. My mum sent me some money for my birthday, so we decided to treat ourselves to food. Yeah, I got pizza and I got naan meat, and then I got sauce called death sauce. Don't know what that means, but it's called death sauce. The video becomes a challenge video where I'm eating the spiciest food I can find. All right, let's keep going.
Completely foreign. Luckily, though, as I already mentioned, there were people available to manage the situation as it unfolded, and over the course of the
It doesn't sound like it was lucky for him.
able to properly sit down with Peter and work with him to gain a collective understanding of what had happened. However, there was still the very significant fact that Mr. Tench was considered legally deceased as a result of the cover story, and reversing that would be no easy feat. He understood this and was willing to cooperate while we looked for a way to reintegrate him without raising suspicion. Unfortunately, though, that process ended up taking quite a bit longer than we had anticipated. And all the while, Peter was...
God, the most realistic thing so far is the way this company's treating this guy.
We did our best to keep him engaged.
What's the best pizza topping? I'm not sure.
The effects of prolonged sensory deprivation on the human brain. And as a result, Peter's mental state took a toll. Not to a degree that was outright concerning at first, but around the end of week 2, we noticed that he was starting to exhibit a number of behaviors common in patients diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. Though we don't have reason to believe that Mr. Tench was afflicted with that condition. Whatever the case, while he didn't express it outright,
Surely he had PTSD.
to have deluded himself into believing that he was still inside some sort of illusion created by the complex, and that we were secretly looking to do him harm.
Yeah, that sounds like PTSD.
This all came to a head.
He went for a traumatic event and then you locked him up.
He was finally about to be transferred to a temporary...
He probably needed his wife and his kids. What are we on about? He's just had a traumatic event where he thought it was stuck in this liminal space and you went, you know what, we should lock him up again. He probably would have been alright if you just sent him home to his wife and kids.
Ground residence. He broke away from us and, using stolen credentials, forced his way back into the complex where he would go undiscovered until just last night, when he ambushed and violently attacked Team B in room 14C, leaving Dr. Bloom in critical condition. We can presume that during the Jerusalem days...
Yes, but... Right, Duck. If you had somebody you loved more than anyone in the world, right? And you thought they were dead, you'd be devastated. But you'd be happy to see them come back. It'd be traumatizing in a way, but you'd be happy to see them come back. And also, he would recover better with people that love him. How do you send it? Well, you don't fake his death for one. You don't fake his death, right? So like a lot of you are going like, oh, how do they fix this situation that they put themselves in? Well, they put themselves in it. Like they caused the fuck up. That was their fault. What if his wife lost her husband and got with somebody else within a 2-month period? She probably wasn't a very loyal wife. Like, you can move on after your partner dies. Some people do, some people don't, right? You don't judge people for moving on, especially if they die young. But 2 months? You met someone, got with them within 2 months. Crazy. Crazy.
In the complex, he let go of the idea that
yeah, they lost track of him when he was doing research on it.
But still held on to the belief that all of us here were working to trap him in some way, despite our actions saying exactly the opposite. Immediately after firing a single shot from the Remington 870 to Dr. Bloom's side, Tench fled the scene and headed to the Threshold outpost, where he would turn the weapon on several more of you while progressing into Standard and through the lower offices. Given the abrupt and chaotic nature of the unfolding situation, it took our security team several moments longer than it ideally should have to figure out what was happening. But thankfully, while Tench was passing through one of the empty labs next to storage, Dr. Maxwell was able to act quickly and managed to disarm him, accidentally discharging the weapon into the ceiling in the process, though. However, Tench still managed to avoid apprehension, fleeing into the maintenance.
That's why he didn't have his gun. He was disarmed. You know, I was saying it was dummy dropped his gun. He was disarmed.
And evading our security staff by taking the freight elevator to the surface. Now, this situation could have played out very badly, given the potential number of witnesses.
Somebody died. I feel like it played out badly.
But luckily for everyone involved, as far as we can tell, Tinch was not noticed as he exited the property. Around 5 minutes later, our security team made it to the ground floor and began a thorough sweep in the direction of the hillside where cameras had last observed Tinch. Now, there's no easy way to say this other than to just say it. I am terribly sorry to inform you all, but Mr. Tench was found deceased halfway down the hillside. The result of an extreme blow to the head.
Found deceased. Yes, I'm sure. I trust you, big company.
He failed to anticipate a sudden dip in the ground and tragically fell forward.
Your guys found the guy you were keeping hostage after faking his death? You've upset my birds. Your guys that had kept somebody hostage, then found him dead after he escaped with potential company secrets? I believe you. That sounds believable. That's me winking. You can't see my other eye, but just know that it's staying open and this one's winking. I believe you. You're telling the truth. A big company would never lie and kill to protect its secrets. Apart from the fact that in our real world, Coca-Cola has literally done similar things. What are we on about here? Silly.
Into a large rock. Given the circumstances, it was not something any of us could have anticipated or prevented. The tragedy of the entire situation undoubtedly remains, but Dr. Tench, regardless of how troubled he was in his final days, was a brilliant man who gave his all to this project. He would certainly not want us hindering it in his name. What we're doing here is so much bigger than any one person. It is the work of a unified effort.
This is why you need government oversight. Companies can never be trusted to do the right thing.
To the pre-established notion that Peter is and has been deceased. That is done, and there is nothing more to be extracted.
Bye, Joe.
Commerce Secretary Peterson returned yesterday. 2 weeks, mostly in Moscow, but also in Warsaw, during which time very considerable progress was made. We're narrowing our differences, which have kept us from settling our Lend-Lease debt for 25 years. In the good faith,
You love the 45-minute one, it's your favorite? Well, we're almost there.
settling the debt would set the stage for a presidential order permitting Exim Bank credits for sales to the Soviets. And it would also open the way for a presidential request of the Congress that denies
Preliminary notes on... Oh, sorry, I read slow. Let me click! Preliminary notes on lightning and file survey. November 15th, 1989. Dr. Julia something. Async Research Institute. Internal use only. November 14th, 1989.
Today is November 14th. It is a Tuesday. Yeah. It is incredibly cold. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, I actually have a decent heating system down here. That'd be nice.
This is meant to be recorded in 1989. You're lucky it's not 360p. 144p.
Camera. Put your straps are in the bin right there. Make sure to get the red one, right? Because the green one reads.
24.
Yeah, but not like small suit mounted mics. Are they reinvestigating the area that we just saw somebody get shot in?
There's no insulation on top, and I'm seeing a bunch on the floor above. There's ventilation as well. You see that? You see the vents?
Yeah, it goes around the back to the right.
Some of it's insulated, I think. I don't know. I'm not a vent guy. I don't know.
I'm not a vent guy.
It looks.
I'm not a vent guy.
No rust, I think. Huh.
More than one floor, and I use that term loosely. We then attempted to cut power to the nearest fluorescent light fixture, a standard troffer. However, we were unable to isolate the power source, and the conduit remained live, despite the absence of any visible external power.
Is it infinite power?
The source of electrical current remains unknown.
Because if we're real, let's say the power in there seems to be infinite somehow, right? All you do as a company is find a way to get power out of there and then sell that electricity. You now have infinite, renewable, in theory, green energy, right? And you don't have to fuck around with the monsters. There you go, problem solved.
This time.
There's your evil corporate scheming. You don't even have to kill two guys.
We isolated the light fixture from its electrical conduit, extracted the troffer from the ceiling, and transported it back inside, back to standard for analysis.
Music's now come and stole my foot pillow, okay.
And they added a 0.5 meter sample of conduit was also taken, with all exposed wiring safely secured afterwards in the ceiling. So the ceiling tile extracted measures 1.27 meters by 1.14 meters, which is certainly not standard, but it's composed primarily
well, we
of
just shut the bed door,
fiber. It seems normal in
Thank you.
composition, has sufficient texture with mild tegular edges. So after initial analysis, the composition of the tile estimated is around 60% mineral wool, which is fibers of amorphous silicate, usually derived from, I think it's basalt or slag.
Can you not make funny jokes in chat when I'm eating? Because then I can't talk about your funny joke.
Primarily of silicon dioxide and aluminium oxide.
Save your funny until my mouth isn't full,
A
okay?
mixture of silicate material, some starch, latex polymers, and some organic fibers derived from plant materials. Recycled cellulose, really. But the light trough or housing is made of galvanized steel coated with a thin layer of zinc. Inside, the fluorescent bulbs are non-standard in proportion, most closely resembling T12 bulbs. So the 4 bulbs measure 1.2 meters in length with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters.
What did she just call Raven? What? I'm so confused.
Extrapolating here at 51, but that all the end we assume is a undefined mixture of silicate material, some starch,
You
latex
slack,
polymers,
very British. Lol.
and some organic fibers derived from plant materials. Recycled cellulose, really.
She called me a slag. How could she?
But the light trough or housing is made of galvanized steel coated with a thin layer of zinc. Inside, the fluorescent bulbs.
I'm trying to
are
eat quietly so it
non-standard
doesn't
in
come up on
proportion,
mine.
most closely resembling T12 bulbs. So the 4 bulbs measure 1.2 meters in length with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters. We're extrapolating here at 51, but that all the end.
I'm gonna eat the rest later. I've had some now. I'll finish it after. Lock in.
Calcium, hemophosphate.
Have you thought about watching other King Pixel videos like Rolling Giant? I didn't even know who King Pixel was until I started watching this today.
The ultraviolet light emission.
Maybe, if people want to see
argon
it.
gas, and again, this is all standard for these fluorescent bulbs. But that's an inert gas that assists with the with regulating the current and really starting the bulbs. And they are connected via a G13 base, which is a standard 2-pin base with 13 millimeter spacing for electrical connection. So the wiring connected to the fixture is PVC insulated copper.
So what I'm getting from all of this nerdy yapping is that a lot of the stuff is normal stuff, but weird. Like there's something odd about it in some way. Like it might be like slightly unusual proportions and things. Like it's almost normal, but it's not quite. Much like me.
Appears standard again. The prismatic diffuser over the bulbs is made of polymethyl methacrylate, which is again commonly used for its light diffusion properties. I mean, it's what we have in the building here, very standard. But we also inspected the ballast, which is of the electromagnetic type. There's some variation in how they're being manufactured now. This one contains a laminated steel core and copper windings designed to operate at 60 hertz. So the ballast emits a prominent 120 hertz hum. This seems to be the case for the majority, if not all, of the lights.
Is this where we hear that the carpets are moist? Because people keep telling me that the carpets are moist, but I haven't heard anything officially say that yet.
We've assessed thus far, mostly just through simple curing.
Why is she yapping about the lights? Because some people are nerds that like to know specific tiny details about lore, and when you have a series like this, a lot of the lore will be picked up on or inferred or learned through stuff like this. Sure, there'll be the bigger, more obvious things, like that the room can warp time, or like that the back rooms can warp time, but there's going to be more interesting things that you can learn from putting this stuff together. This is the type of thing that YouTube essayists will pick up details in and then make more digestible in a video. Now, will I do that? No, I'm lazy. But I'm sure if you type in like things you didn't know about the backrooms, they will have picked up information in these more boring videos and turned it into a digestible form of content. We love moist rugs, don't we, Raven? There are 2 types of chatters in my chat, right? There's the delirious, who just want to hear me tell people that I'll eat pussy, and then there's King Doug, who is wondering why we're watching this section of the video. Okay, you know what? I have room for both of you, and yes, I do love a moist rug.
But this is due to magnetostriction and core vibration. But the noise may be exacerbated by loose lamination plates or degradation of the insulating potting material over time. So
I wouldn't change you for the world, Deliria. Don't worry.
A little bit. I mean,
I love chaotic
despite
chatters.
its age, the ballast is functional. Its large proportions suggest it was built for a non-standard space, not something you find in the majority of offices or most commercial spaces. Though that's not something I'm too familiar with, truthfully. Now, we did find...
If you found a dimension made from man-made things that no one put there, would you not study it? Well, not personally. Do I look like a scientist? No. No. Maybe if it was safe, I would study it, but more likely than that, you would want the government to study it. Right? You wouldn't want a private contractor to study it that then is doing it for privatized means, which often means selfish gain over actual human gain, right? If you look at like places like, say, Cuba and Iran, they developed their own and very effective COVID vaccine because no one else could share it with them because of the US and its restrictions against said countries, right? They did that for their people. 2 countries, right? If you do something for not selfish reasons, you can often do it better and more effectively than for selfish reasons. It is why companies and the idea that capitalism forces progression is a lie. People force progression. So if a government ran something productively to be done for the betterment of society, they would find out it's quite dangerous, and then they would put restrictions on to actually make sure that people aren't dying. They wouldn't hide people from people when they go missing. Like, yeah, it should probably be studied, but also sometimes it's better to go, maybe don't fuck with this thing. You know what I mean? Either way, a private company is the wrong company to do it.
Expected, or we don't know what to expect here. They've seen everything we've looked at so far. Again, this is rudimentary early testing, but everything seems pretty congruent with what you might expect from one of the trapper lights you could pull out of the ceiling in this building right here. So nothing too strange, but it's maybe makes things even stranger, because we look at these lights and let me see. I'm taking it. So several labels were marked on various components of the troffer. So on the ballast, we found markings for mark it as a universal ballast, Type A, manufactured in 1975 with serial number A75234X. The troffer itself is stamped 3X432, and that was manufactured in 1973 in Reading.
Interesting. They has it all down to the serial number. So they've got to be identical copies of existing things. I don't think it is, but it sounds almost like it's a bit mirror worldy. It obviously isn't mirror worldy, but it's like the things that exist there exist within the real world in some state.
Listed. And the bulbs were manufactured by Sylvania. And they marked F40SW, that's soft white, with no visible date information. It's left blank, but it is noted as made in the USA. So, I mean, though outdated in design, the fixture appears fully functional. The stable operation of all light fixtures in the subdivision points to a continuous, potentially autonomous power source, which still remains unidentified. We're doing what we can. The materials used
infinite
are
power
durable with minimal visible wear, suggesting they were built for long-term, possibly indefinite use. So this concludes the initial findings. Further investigation is necessary to determine the source of the power.
It's zooming in on that to get your attention to it, but you know. Oh wait, this is found footage 3. All right, this is the lot. Chat, this is the long episode. Grab your balls, lock in. Oh, Muesli's coming up. Hello, Mew. Chat, can you hear Mew yelling at me?
Back to the hotel that night and was listening to the footage, I realized I recorded a Monsanto exec joking with a DPR manager about...
It's possible I'm wrong, Andy. It's been like 6 years since I've thought about that info. It just came to my head whilst I was talking about it. My point still stands.
A sick kid referring to it as the bug-eyed one. And sure, I like making fun of diseased kids as much as the next guy, but right after that, one of them basically admitted to fault, which, mind you, they aren't doing publicly at all. They said something along the lines of, well, hey, if we accidentally push out the entire county, you might just get that ranch you always wanted. Fucking A, man.
Sorry, I think I'm gonna have to call. This is Robbie. I'm a tenant in the upstairs at Fairmont.
I've got the hiccups.
Yeah, that's me. I'm just calling to ask to.
There's a lot of lore and entities. Are entities what what people refer to the monsters as? You know what? I'm gonna like the moss monsters or whatever. Are those the entities? Chat. The sort of creepy guys. Because that would make sense, I suppose. Say hi, but I can't say long, so I hope you figure out the Backrooms is. We've almost figured out what the Backrooms is. Yeah, the bacteria and party goer. Okay, cool.
Checking out the downstairs today. Okay, so no like maintenance or anything.
Hey! Someone there?
There's also a weird dog entity. Interesting. The mold monsters, that's what they are. They're made of mold, aren't they?
Fuck me.
Kool-Aid Man's been through here. Smashed through that wall. Window.
Hey! Someone here?
Hey! You! Must have been the wind.
Hey!
My favorite part of recordings is when you shove the camera up against what you're recording. He's got a cook chair in the closet.
Someone there?
Hey! Who turned out the lights? Whoever has as much dialogue as a Skyrim god. He has 2 lines and he's gonna keep using them. A moldy cook chair. A moldy cook chair for moldy cook. Wait, whoa. Yes. Yes. You see, there is much lore we can take from this image. You see, what it means is, men are hot. Yes. Yes, do, Ducklord, do, yes. It's essential information you must remember, otherwise none of this lore will make sense. Essential, core to the plot. You must remember at all times that men are hot. If you forget, the backrooms will no longer track. I'm muted to finish my milkshake. Jokes aside, remember not to spoil things, chat. Why does the backrooms look good? Because I think they're clean. And normally something looks good if it's clean. You might copy this room design. What, the weird, tiny, thin corridors? Sorry, were we meant to see something there? Because all I saw was flashing lights. He hears something run over his head. Yeah, we don't see anything. Okay, sorry, I wanted to make sure I hadn't missed something. Well, he's unlocked a new dialogue choice. Instead of, hey, who's there? He's got screams in panic as he falls into an office. Dog, spoilers. Let us figure it out for ourselves, okay? Low key, a slide in an office that comes out of that's like hidden behind what looks like a normal storage unit would be pretty funny. Oh, he's trying to climb back up. You could almost certainly climb back up something that that's this steep, especially if it's this tight. You push off the sides. Yeah, I know, that was actually genuinely smart. This guy might be my favorite protagonist so far. He fell into the room and then tried to climb up it, and it looked like it was either blocked or he for some reason couldn't keep going. So he's now trying to find another way out. His instant reaction wasn't to leave the area he was stuck in.
I did not know this was here.
He thinks it's under his house still. Yeah, but he's crawling into the small hole because he thinks it leads back to his house. He's not crawling in the small hole for fun. Does this take place in America? I believe so. Everyone has an American accent.
I don't understand. How is this even here?
I don't understand. How is this even here? Isn't very British, is it? A British person would be like, what the fuck is this? What's going on here? This is wild. Guys, my cat is melting across me. Minnesota, you think? Okay. Is the Backrooms a better place to be than Minnesota? Has less monsters than Minnesota, that's for sure.
What the fuck?
Guys, sorry, interrupting it before the next intense bit. Is this game worth playing? Is it a game that like me and Chloe would enjoy playing together? The Backrooms game? Is that something that Chloe and I would enjoy? I don't know anything about it. X-Fighter wants me to look into it. No? Okay, cool.
What the fuck?
New reaction! Sorry, did I yell mute? My cat's glaring at me for shouting while she's sat on my lap. She doesn't like it when I'm noisy, when she's giving me cuddles. She just wants me to be quiet and cuddleable. Like most women, she does not appreciate loud noise. It startles them. Women are flighty creatures. You must be gentle. Sometimes I do just be saying shit, huh? I just be saying shit and things and words. Doors aren't normally locked in the Backrooms, are they? We haven't seen any locked doors yet. They're normally just doors that continue into the Backroom. So this is, I think, the first time we've seen it. Where there's actually areas of the Backroom that are locked, not by people. Cooey! He's gonna shoulder the door. No. I'm sure that's a good sign. Nothing bad has ever happened after lights flicker and mysteriously turn on. Schrodinger's door sat behind the desk. The hole? Hey, you see a hole, you have to climb in it. That's the law. You've got a couch. Just take a nap. When you wake up, it'll all be sorted anyway. What if you went for a nap in the Backrooms and you woke up being spooned by a mold monster? At that point, do you give up? Do you just accept your fate? Are you now like that mold monster's bride? Or do you strangle it to death in its sleep in hopes of escaping? It's a choose your own adventure, really. It's gonna go either way. Well, I'm choosing to ignore your spoilers, Duck Lord. Wild thing to say? I think it's an entirely reasonable thing to say. These things could happen at any moment. You need to be prepared for them. It's why I would survive the Backrooms and you wouldn't, Sofu. I've already considered this. I don't strangle and I don't spoon. I make love to the mold monster. We become loving brides-to-be. I take Chloe's ring, I give it to the mold monster as a sign of my true affection and love for it. I live with the mold monster for 70 years. We have 3 beautiful children. They give me grandchildren. I then, on our 80th year together, strangle the mold monster to death when it's no longer expecting it. It trusted me, and it shouldn't have. I'm a cold-blooded killer. That's the last mistake it'll ever make. I then take that 80 years of experience I've had in the Backrooms and use it to escape. Not like you, who would have tried to strangle it on sight and died day one. You can't help being built weaker than me. I'll accept your apology in the form of a subscription. This looks like an AA meeting. No one would ever leave me, Andy. I'm adorable and lovable in every way. I have zero faults. Nothing will ever leave me. Unlike you, who everyone will forever leave because you're French, and nobody wants to be with a Frenchman for more than 5 minutes. There was an alley like this through the town I grew up in. It was a cut through. People would take it, and then people stopped taking it because it got boarded up because druggies were sitting in it and taking drugs. Well, Mew says, you have been blessed with my cuddles enough. I am leaving now. Oh my god, everybody had one of these. Maybe the back room not so bad. Maybe the back room actually the front room. And by that I mean heaven. Yeah, he sounds like he's enjoying it a little bit, doesn't he? Is the back rooms just IKEA? There's a lot of furniture here. This beats having to pay taxes. I agree. The casting couch graveyard. That's why no one wants to take a nap on them, Deliria. They're stickier than the carpets. Wait. Proof of life. Proof of life. Watch. A Scotsman's been here. You see a cone in a weird place, it means a Scottish person's nearby at all times. A group of very angry cooks had a fight. Fact isn't it? You agree? Are you Scottish, Deliria? From Edinburgh? Most couches, most carpets, most everything. They're in the fucking wall. You lean on the wall and it just seeps out of it. Pog. Based. Delirium just jumped up my chatter rating from top 500 to top 100 by default for being from Edinburgh. The French are in the walls? I hope not. Is this like a demon summoning room? What's going on here? They're summoning a book nerd demon. I'm not sure. It's like a school speaker. Oh my god. He's saying oh my god, but I can't see it. I'm a little bit lost. know. So at this point, it's fairly simple, right? You hear a bunch of banging and noises in a space you don't know or understand. You then leave a room and the light turns off behind you from the same direction that you heard the scary noises coming from. You have two options. Try and communicate with the scary noise that's probably going to maul you to death, or run so you don't get mauled to death. I feel like the right option is to run, but that might be me. I'm too adept at surviving, not like you who would try and talk to the monster and be mauled to death for it, I am sure.
I don't want any trouble.
Door handle starts to spin. Option C, fuck the monster. That's assuming that it has fuckable holes. Yeah, run. Get the fuck. I'm not staying anywhere near that. Yeah, yell at it. That's gonna work. Did he also choose to go in the direction he doesn't know anything from? A gambling man. Hi DBC, it's been a while. We're watching the Backrooms. I'm finding out what it is.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Is the Backrooms just Cyberpunk 2077? If you want to stop and catch your breath, stop here where you have a long line of sight to whatever it is, so you can more easily escape, because you'll see it coming. And don't turn your back to it. You jump out that window, you would die. It's quite high up. That looks like me nan's house. So, I was reading a chatter. What was that noise? I'm turning it up. 1 minute. It sounds like like somebody's like with a throat infection is trying to cheer. Woo! That's the sound of French. That's just how French people speak. It's their native communication language. Flashbang, going out. Oh, the Frenchman's mating call. We have been watching Backrooms content for about 3 hours total now. I still have no idea what it is. That looks like a comfy seat. Have a rest. Sit down. Gather yourself. We're probably due to see the monster soon because you can only land on suspense-based horror for so long. Lean on suspense-based horror for so long. So at some point you have to actually see the thing that's building the suspense, otherwise it sort of starts to diffuse itself. Statue of something. At least this part of the back rooms is wheelchair accessible. We found the Mold Monsters, like, DJ studio. What's going on here? Is this where they dance? Is that... Ba-dum, 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 bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Mold Monsters know how to make a beat. They are known for it. It is their special interest and special talent. Go through the small hall or up the wheelchair accessible ramp. You could also climb the scaffolding. Yeah, hey, that's why the monster hasn't caught up. It stopped to catch a little dance. Can you boogie woogie? It watched that 2000 Shrek dancing tutorial and has been trying to nail the dance ever since. Oh, just a pit. It's not even a bottomless pit. It's just a pit.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't seen a monster. At this point, it's Schrodinger's monster.
Does anyone copy? Radio check, radio check.
Like, there could be a monster, but we haven't seen it.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Does anybody copy? Yes.
I assume the noise is the monster having caught up. Not caught up, but like got closer. As I said, I feel like they need to show the monster at some point soon, because you can't just keep hinting at there being one for ages. Because then the effect of it starts to wear off, because like intensity can only build so much. Hi, cat lady. That's alright, cat lady. Enjoy your time with your sister. Are we not going to check what's behind any of the little doors? What if there was something useful or interesting there? Oh wow, we really are at the musical monsters section of the back rooms, aren't we? Because there's just different instruments in every room. Although the yellow back rooms looks very officey, this almost looks like an apartment hallway or a house hallway or something. With these doors, this doesn't look very officey. It looks very apartmenty. I would agree with you, Deliria, but also there's lots of sound and banging, and we've also already seen mold monsters before, so we know mold monsters exist. Oh. Is that a guy screaming? It is! I knew it was a fucking Frenchman. Well, that was very humanoid, wasn't it? Like, if you go back and you look at him when it pauses. Yeah, look, it doesn't look humanoid there, but then it turns and you can see it's like a human in a hoodie. Like here, it doesn't look humanoid because his silhouette's distorted, but as soon as he moves, I'm so bad at pausing. You can see there, you can see leg, arm, hoodie. He's distorted as fuck. But he looks very humanoid. I'm not saying because he looks human I want a hug from him or anything, to be clear. I'm just saying it looked very humanoid. It didn't look very monstrous, at least not compared to the other moist monster style things we've seen. He also doesn't sound friendly. Generally, if someone charges at you, hooting and hollering and going like, woo, woo, you probably don't want to let them get close to you. I understand the instinct to run away. All I'm saying is I expected a monster and what I got is a human. But maybe that's the story. Maybe the people are the real monsters. You know, we invaded the Backrooms, a peaceful, loving community of mold, and then we introduced humanity to it, and that was the real monster. Maybe. Or it's just a weird guy. Unless you're in Glasgow, that's normal. That's how Glasgow men flirt. They run at you on all fours. There is a Backrooms movie. I think it recently came out. I won't be able to watch it because it's a movie, and movie will get me copyright striked. I can watch this because it's YouTube, and YouTube I can watch without getting copyright struck. But I cannot watch a movie. A movie will get me copyright stricken. I think the game was inspired by this, no? Notice. I can't make out the text. Jerking our friend all fours and screams will meet up with us again. That is a big sign. Sorry. Is he gonna look at it again? Look how big the sign is. Okay, he scrolled over it quickly. There's a big sign out there. He's what, at the height of a palm tree? He could probably climb his way down if he wanted to at this point. I know that isn't how it works, but I'm thinking if I'm trapped and there's some dude chasing me, I'm taking one of those chairs, breaking that window, and climbing out. I'm not trying to find a normal way down, you know what I mean? Oh, jump. You break your knees. You wouldn't want to jump from the height of a palm tree. They're not short trees. No, if you're over 25, you won't get back up. Exactly, Deliria. I feel like something's about to happen, surely. I can feel it in my bones. See, I haven't thought it was that scary, Cat Lady, but it just might be that it doesn't play on my personal fears. I could see how it creeps some people out, but like, for me, it's... Oh, we've been in this area. He was on the left. For me, it's like, yeah, it doesn't seem to strike any chord of, like, fear within me personally. There are things I'm freaked out by, but it's just not this type of thing, I don't think. But I'm also, like, an avid horror movie enjoyer. Oh? Oh, is it a cutout? Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Wait, take it with you. I mean, yeah, but the idea of being stuck anywhere forever is nasty. The fuck you. A hollow bub sees this and goes the French. Why is my chat funnier than me? Why didn't I think of that? I mean, that's what horror is, Cat Lady. It's suspense. The best horror is building suspense. Because what you imagine is always going to be scarier than what you see. But if you don't like liminal spaces or you get claustrophobic, I could see how this could be really creepy. I definitely get why it would creep people out. It's just I don't think it's going to creep everyone out. Also, it's kind of hard to be here, hard to be intimidated by things when I'm sat here with chat. You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to figure. I'm like my brain's trying to figure out what's going on. Like I'm thinking about what I've seen so far and what I might see. So I'm not like immersed in it in the same way I might be if I was sat here alone watching it at like 3 AM. It'd probably be creepier at like 3 AM in the dark by myself type thing. It's enjoyable. I'm enjoying watching it. I've watched about 3 hours of the content. I'm enjoying it, and I don't know why I'm enjoying it. I couldn't explain it to you, but it's definitely interesting. I just don't think it's creepy. My back room is just, yeah, it's just a wall of French people. And they all try and tell me things I already know. I don't know who Siren Head is, Cat Lady. That's interesting. My next reaction video, Raven learns who Siren Head is. I'm just gonna go on a horror SCP arc. I start learning about SCPs and Siren Head and all this other stuff. New name Raven SCP. I mean, people pronounce the SCPR thing wrong all the time. SPCR. I think the last time I saw anything to do with SCP, it was in like 2012 or 2014 or something. I was into it when I was a bit of a younger teenager. So I remember almost nothing, apart from it being like there's some foundation and there are monsters. Speaking of monsters... See, that would creep me out. Hearing like noises of doors banging and like opening around me when nothing's around. That's the type of thing where my brain just is like, what the fuck? The idea of something being behind me is what gets into my head.
We're cleaning things up. Office is empty right now, but we've got a few people looking at it. And
I don't know who's speaking, but it sounds like they're doing a bad Barack Obama impression.
well, you know, it would be helpful if you could combine.
Well, you know, it would be helpful. But what are we doing? It sounds like someone's doing a bad Barack Obama impression.
You gotta get out here sooner there, because the plan is not in our hands.
The outside cooking chair.
Hello?
Hold on, sorry, I think someone's outside.
Someone out there?
I'm sorry. I don't know where I am. I need help.
You're on private property. You need to leave.
I'm trying, okay? I don't want to be...
Hello, room service.
What? No, my name is Robbie, sir. I'm not trying to cause you any trouble. I'm just lost.
My family's trying to sleep. Leave, or I'm calling the police. If you really need help, the station's a quarter-mile down the road.
Listen, I can't. I've been walking for like 9 fucking hours, man. Where the hell are we? I can't even see you. Actually, do call the cops. That's fine. Just please help me out here. Hello?
Where are
you? What?
Where the hell are you? I just looked outside and I don't see you.
I'm not... I'm in like a living room with a fish on the wall.
What? What? Is it some kind kind of game you're doing? Are you having a laugh over this?
I'm not. I'm not. It's just, it sounds like you're on the other side of this wall, but this door goes nowhere.
Are you in my walls?
What? I don't know where I am. I've been trapped in this goddamn hell building for hours, and you're the first actual person I found. So can you please just, I don't know, get a hole in the...
I don't understand. How is this possible? I can hear you, but...
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just need to go home.
Why can't you leave?
I just told you there's no fucking exits or anything. This place keeps going on forever. Can you just show me where the exit is and I'll be out of here?
Okay, alright, listen, we're having some of the wainscoting here redone. I can open up the wall here, it's still loose, but I need you to move slowly, alright?
Thank you.
Come out with your hands first.
Is he going to be a monster when he opens the wall?
Things from there.
Thank you. I think it's...
What the fuck? What? Oh my god. Oh my god, wow, what the fuck?
Well, he wasn't a monster. There were monsters in his wall or something.
Hello? Hey, what happened? Hello?
I feel like the backrooms are conscious and they want to keep you there for some reason.
Oh God, please.
Ah! A woman.
It's been a while.
Not a woman. It's a man. I retract my fear.
I'm thinking I'm running out of time to talk to a lawyer about my job.
We did not start a new video. We're near the end of this one.
I keep thinking about this moment when I was like 7. It was at that park back home when the windmill thing with the face.
It is X-Fighter.
It scared me. It was summer. The sky was... I don't remember the sky. It was hot out. Gary and Linda were there. You were there. I think.
I don't know what the still life creature you're referring to is. You mean the guy that ran at him?
Orange bike that got stolen. One of your friends were there. I can see your faces so clearly. I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
Yeah, we heard not Barack Obama shouting through the wall.
I'm sorry for all the stuff that I did and said. It's gonna fix it.
Wait, that's the best ending. Wait, no. Wait, go back. I love that ending. I love the bit where they play. Wait, no. Bye, Andy. Alright, this is the static dead end, and it was uploaded a year ago, and I think that's it for Backrooms content. This is it. We've come to the end. We could watch this another day. Save to watch later. Something that actually explains it. Why not?
And you shouldn't either. What are you trying to get out of this, Marvin? We're on the same side, for God's sake. I don't disagree that things were handled poorly, but please, can you try to have a little perspective here?
Handled poorly. They killed him, George. He was alive and well, and you can't tell me for a second that the United States Department of Energy didn't have the resources to fix things. Are you kidding me?
Neither you nor I know exactly what happened, and frankly, it shouldn't be something that concerns us. I know you appreciate how lucky we are to be a part of this project. It's not worth dying on this hill.
Yeah, but what if next time it's you? Huh? Or me?
Marv, come on.
Yeah, you want to put me down like an animal over a minor fucking hiccup? Give a speech at my memorial? It's not cost effective, George.
Yeah, but we're not going to let that happen, are we?
That pisses me off. It's not cost effective.
You know how I know? You're the fourth person I've had this conversation with. Nobody wants a repeat of what just happened. Listen, I know how stressful this is, but the best thing you can do now is just take a couple weeks off, give yourself a chance to process, and, you know, that'll show them that we can handle these kinds of things.
Yeah. Sorry, I know, you're right. I think I just had to get that out of my system. I don't know what that was.
No, please, I get it. I think it's the right call. You gotta keep pushing forward, okay?
Oh, hey.
Hey, have you had a chance to look around back here yet?
No, not yet, but I'm seeing it now.
Okay, cool. Wait here for a second. I want to show you what we found down the hall in just a moment.
Sure.
But he sits down. But I think they're bonding together enough that it should come out chunkier.
Oh, weird. This is even stranger than I thought.
But I want to make sure that I down, up,
Huh.
right up, down, this one, down, try that.
I'm not sure what this is saying.
Well, Mark didn't say anything about it flowing in a specific direction, but he did say that it was, remember, pretty horizontal in nature. It was stretching off around the corner. So the pattern seems to align pretty closely to what he illustrated.
Marvin, if you fall in another pit, I'm never gonna forgive you.
Yeah, so we went around and checked it out earlier. It's a dead end. There's some dips in the floor that I would recommend you avoid. We haven't checked those yet, but all signs point to it being safe. So venture at your own peril.
Oh,
I think you'll be fine.
okay.
Interesting, it looks like it's melted and sort of raised up.
Oh, okay, you weren't kidding. This is interesting.
The king cook chair, where the king cook can watch all cooking. What the fuck was that? That's such a weird ending. That was the Backrooms. It was cool. I mean, I'm left with more questions than I have answers. In terms of like my thoughts, time gets warped there. It's a liminal, seemingly endless space. It might be sentient in that it can sort of like choose. But like, yeah, it's interesting. The movie, it's a shame that I can't watch the movie on stream. I would otherwise, but I can't. It's a movie. I'll get claimed. But yeah, maybe we do a follow-up video where we watch like this or something that explains it, or this. Like maybe we do a follow-up where we watch one of the videos that explains the Backrooms. That could be fairly interesting if you guys are interested in seeing that. Obviously, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I can't explain why I enjoyed it. It was just fun. Maybe it was just fun to be immersed in like this weird lineal space world for a while. It's well made and it's fun. As far as YouTube short series go, it's pretty cool. It's pretty up there. I can see why it has a bit of a fandom around it, and I definitely get that. Did I find it scary? Not really. But was it fun to watch? Definitely. And I could understand why, if you were claustrophobic or liminal spaces gave you sort of an feeling, you would feel that way. For me, I'm the opposite. I'm whatever the opposite of claustrophobic is. I like small spaces. I want to be in a small space. I want to be enclosed in like a tight wrapped like blanket and never have to move.